Hi, and welcome to this very special episode of Our Road to Camelot. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to afford full-time travel on a very minimal budget and a lot of ways of how to make money while you're on the road. So a little bit more of that right after this. All right, before I get started, just a quick reminder, we are now on Facebook. You can find us on Our Road to Camelot Facebook page. We also have Instagram going on now, so you can join us there as well. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button right here on YouTube. Anyways, let's go ahead and get jumping into it here. First of all, I want to basically bring up the fact that, why nomadic lifestyle? Well, this isn't for everybody. Sometimes if you like travel, if you like adventure, if you like just getting out there, or you may be near retirement age or at retirement age and you just want to get away, this is an awesome way to go. And living full-time can be a lot of fun. It can be rewarding. But the first thing you want to do is if you do decide you want to have a nomadic type lifestyle, you're going to need a residence or domicile. So if you are giving up your actual address, you're selling your house and hitting the road, make sure you check out our 2 domicile videos. I have them on the computer and links to both of them. You're going to want to check that out before you make that decision to make that final leap. I do a side-by-side comparison of all 3 major domicile states, and that would be Texas, South Dakota, and Florida. So you'll want to check those out to make sure that if this is something you really want to be looking into. So what options do you actually have? Well, work camping is a big one. Now, Dawn and I work camp the winter here at Sunflower RV Resorts, and it gives us the freedom to travel all summer long and just kind of enjoy life on the road. So when I talk about winter and summer, we're basically splitting spring and fall down the middle. So we're on the road for a little over 5 months. We're here for a little over 6 months, and it kind of splits it up. So anyways, work camping opportunities, where do you find them? Well, if you go to Google and you search out work camp opportunities, you're going to basically see a lot of jobs that are out there for part-time and full-time RV workers. There's a website, workcamper.com. That one you actually have to subscribe to and join. That one, I believe you have to pay to get into that one. However, you do have workcampingjobs.com, which is a free listing, and it's by and for RVers. So there's other RVers that are out there posting these jobs at workcampingjobs.com. As you go through these, you see a number of jobs that are out there. A lot of them are couples needed. And just to let you know, some of work camping opportunities are actually income. And why I mean actual income, because you're getting paid to do the job. You'll have money left over, in other words. What we do here at Sunflower is work camping situation where we work just enough hours to cover our site and to cover utilities. That works out to be 14 to 16 hours a week on average. And that's during the high season. During the fall special, the early part of the season, September through December, it's far less than that. We're talking 6 to 8 hours a week to be able to cover that as a work camper. So the way it works here at Sunflower is you actually get paid, and then you take that money and pay Sunflower or pay the resort for your site. It's more up and up as far as the government's concerned, the IRS and such. So that's one way a lot of RV campgrounds do it. Other RV campgrounds will basically give you your site for free, and you lock in and clock in and work specific hours, but no money exchanges hands. But once again, that's just for your site. If you are working to actually make an income because you need to live on this, then you will be working and getting paid. Like, we also do the 1099s and the W-2s and all that here as well. But on this workcampingjobs.com, right off the bat, we have a job here for Port Angeles, Washington. That's up there at the top of Olympic National Park. They're looking for couples for the 2021 season. If you enjoy golf, here's one that looks like, what is this? I'm guessing Arizona. Another one from Keystone, South Dakota. So you're going to find a lot of jobs out there. There's so many to choose from. So just remember, some positions are designed to only give you enough hours to pay for your site. Other jobs are there to actually allow you to work, such as camp hosts and maintenance jobs. If you want to do national parks, Google search Work Camp National Parks. And when you do that, we have a listing here of quite a few national park camp host jobs. A few years back, our oldest son got a job working as a camp host. He and his fiance were working at Madison Campground in Yellowstone. There's a lot of work involved there. You're doing more labor type work, cleaning out fire pits, cleaning bathrooms such as that, working the front counter, checking people in and out, and those sort of jobs. So if you're doing the national parks, you may be doing more laborious type work. If you are retired, you may be working out of some of the stores. Those are kind of fun jobs to get. And once again, to kick back to what's happening here at Sunflower, as you've seen, if you look at a previous episode from last season, Dawn and I were both pretty much just working, decorating for parties. Parties are not happening right now, so Dawn's working in the activities office, kind of helping out there, whatever they need her to do in activities. I'm doing a little bit of activities, but my main job this year is videotaping and editing lectures and cooking shows and running sound for a lot of different events. And lately I've also been running pub trivia. So it's not always out there cleaning toilets. Understand that. You need to look at the job description before you jump into it. But there are a lot of jobs for national parks, for camp host and such. If you have a specific state that you want to look into, I have two resources for you. One, happyvagabonds.com have jobs by states. And here I can basically just pick a state and see what they have available. So, you know what, let's go ahead and take a look at Arizona. And right up here we have Alpacas of the Southwest Ranch, looking for a ranch hand in northern Arizona. So if you don't get hay fever, you're good. Twin Palms RV looking for a camp host in Mesa. So a lot of them, they're looking for camp hosts. They're looking for work hands as you see it. You'll probably find some that are doing other day-to-day operations like this next one, immediate opening for a couple to assist management. So these are all Arizona job specific. So this way you can pick the state that you want to work in, and that's always a great way to go. Understand too, sometimes you're going to want to work seasonal. You do not want to be work camping in Arizona during the summer, at least not southern Arizona anyway, in the Phoenix Mesa area. But what you may want to do, and I know a lot of people who do this, where they will work camp here in Arizona during the winter, and then they'll go work camp in Minnesota or Washington State or someplace like that during the summer. They basically flip-flop back and forth and do a little bit of traveling in between in the between seasons. So that's another way to go too if you're looking for work camp opportunities. If you're looking jobs by state, just type in work camp and list the state. That's another way to go. So if I go ahead and open up Google, work camp, and let's say Minnesota. There's a nice cool state for the summer months. And I think I misspelled Minnesota. There we go. Sorry, friends from Minnesota. So, Heartland Summer Camp Jobs, full and half summer positions. All positions are paid. So here's one right there that is giving you Heartland type jobs. And you're going to find a number of jobs. In fact, there's that Happy Vagabonds again with their Minnesota jobs. So you can type in the name of the state and you'll be able to find a number of jobs from that state. So these are ways of going out and searching these through. So what if you don't want to work camp? Well, what kind of background do you have? If you're a teacher, you can teach online. There's a lot of online schools right now doing remote teaching. I realize it was all remote during COVID. There are a lot of homeschooling jobs out there for teachers to teach at a virtual high school. A number of states and a number of school districts have virtual high school. So that's something you can look into to basically be your full-time job teaching while on the road. Mobile RV repair and maintenance. They may be here in Arizona during the winter, set up a mobile RV repair business, and then when the business is slow during the summer, they're off in another location doing mobile repair in another state. That's something you can actually take with you. Web design. You don't have to have a brick and mortar building for web design. Online marketing and consulting. Social media guru, that could all be done online. If you're a doctor, WebMD. My wife and I have been using WebMD all the time. WebMD is a great way to sign in to actually talk to a real doctor. And if you are a real doctor, you can sign up as a doctor on WebMD and not have to have or be locked down to a specific location. My wife and I use this quite often. You're not feeling well, the last thing you want to do is go sit in a waiting room. You can get a doctor that will see you, talk to you, and then get a prescription and send the prescription to wherever you do your prescriptions. So this is a great opportunity as well if you're in the medical field. I do know of traveling nurses where they will actually go to areas, especially areas that deal with snowbirds. We have a lot of extra jobs open during the summer, during the winter months here in Arizona that may not necessarily be a job during the summer because this place kind of dries up over the summer because a lot of people are leaving. And then they come back the following winter. So there's one other area that you can be looking into that. So check out, what job do you do? Is there a way of doing that job remotely? And if so, take advantage of the fact that you don't have to have a permanent residence to get the job done. You can also Google search jobs that can be done remotely. I have a link in here for that. And as I go to that one, there are all sorts of jobs. Now with this, I do need to give you a warning. There are a lot of companies out there that are fake companies that all they want to do is scam you. And there's a lot of scammers out there that are posing as a work from home business, because face it, everybody would love to work from home, or most people would anyway. How does that work? Well, you got to be careful when you start looking into these. If they start asking you to go order a bunch of equipment from them, red flag, don't do it. If anything, they should be supplying you with whatever you need, or you should be able to work with what you have on hand. And if you need anything else that they're trying to sell you on, don't do it. As I was looking through this earlier, flexjobs.com, they claim they have 100% hand-screened jobs, careers, and resume service. So with this one, I'll jump on to that just to see. You can actually go on. They have pre-screened a lot of these jobs, or in fact, they've pre-screened all of these jobs. I believe you may need to sign up with them, but see what you're getting off of that. A lot of these jobs are already screened out. You can also take a look at LinkedIn and Indeed. A lot of times you may have a LinkedIn, if you are part of LinkedIn, you have a circle of LinkedIn associates already. Here's a way that you can possibly tie into LinkedIn and see if you have any connections there where people are looking for work from home people. So, and a lot of them, as I'm looking at this, are web designers, product managers. But once again, just be careful and work very cautiously as you're job searching in this area, that you're not getting caught up with a scam. So this is going to do it for this episode. I'm hoping this is helpful for you. I hope you get a chance to go out there and search out some possible opportunities for yourself that could get you freed up a little bit more and enjoying life and getting out there on the road. Anyways, that's it. Make sure to hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to let you know when we post every Sunday at 2 o'clock. And on top of that, give us a thumbs up for good measure, and hope to see you on the road. Safe travels.